How reliable is eyewitness identification evidence? Imagine trying to remember exactly what someone looked like after just a few seconds. Now, think about how stress or poor lighting could make that memory fuzzy. Eyewitness identification evidence is often used in courtrooms to help solve crimes, but it is not always as trustworthy as it seems. Human memory is not perfect, and many factors can influence how accurately someone can identify a suspect. For example, if a witness is under stress or if the crime happened at night, their ability to recall details can be distorted. The presence of a weapon during the crime can also distract the witness, making it harder to remember the suspect's face. Time also plays a role. The longer the delay between the event and the identification, the more likely errors can occur. Biases or expectations of the witness can influence their choice, especially if they have a preconceived idea of who the suspect might be. In court, the confidence a witness shows when identifying someone is often seen as a sign of accuracy. But studies show that confidence does not always mean the identification is correct. A witness might become more confident over time or during the trial, even if their original memory was wrong. This can mislead jurors into believing the identification is more reliable than it actually is. To improve the trustworthiness of eyewitness evidence, courts have put procedures in place. Fair lineup procedures involve showing the suspect among similar-looking people so that the witness is not led to a particular choice. When the person conducting the lineup does not know who the suspect is, it reduces the chance of unintentional bias. Experts can also testify about how human memory works and what factors might affect the accuracy of an identification. Jury instructions can help jurors understand that a confident witness is not always correct, especially if the lineup was suggestive or the conditions were poor. Courts now scrutinize eyewitness evidence more carefully, asking questions about how the identification was made and whether the procedures were fair. Despite these efforts, mistaken eyewitness identifications are still a leading cause of wrongful convictions. In fact, over 75% of DNA exoneration cases involved mistaken eyewitness memory. Law enforcement sometimes focus too much on the eyewitness's statement and overlook other evidence, which can lead to wrongful arrests. When evaluating eyewitness identification evidence in court, it is important to consider the conditions under which the witness saw the crime. Was the lighting good? Was the suspect the only person in the lineup? How confident was the witness at the time of the initial identification? Was the lineup conducted properly? Experts can help explain these factors to the jury, making sure they understand the limits of eyewitness testimony. Overall, eyewitness identification can be helpful, but it should never be accepted without careful examination. Proper procedures and scientific knowledge about human memory are essential to ensure that justice is served accurately and fairly.